Good evening from the Delphi Forum 2021. We will have an interesting discussion with Mr. Nicholas Logothetis of Concordia and Libra Group about the new US administration, the Biden administration, and the Eastern Mediterranean, our neighborhood here in Greece, and global affairs under the new US president. Nicholas, nice to see you again. Hope the weather is nice in Washington. Let's start our chat with the new administration in the United States. You have a new president, President Biden, and his team on foreign policy. How you evaluate the first 100 days of the Biden administration on foreign policy, and specifically on our region, Eastern Mediterranean?
Thank you, Dimitris. It's nice to meet you virtually, and I just want to thank Delphi and Simeon and everyone for having us. It's just as a quick aside, I must say that what the entire team at Delphi has done is truly beyond impressive. As someone who's been involved with similar events, this forum is now, the most important in Southern Europe, in my view, and really could not be more proud of being a partner from the beginning. So congratulations to you all. Listen, I think the first 100 days have been unlike any other presidency for a long time due to two matters. Number one, the COVID emergency, and I think the previous president's, let's say, unconventional approach to managing that and other matters. And so I think what President Biden has tried to do is rank priorities, obviously with COVID being number one. The United States went from, in the eyes of the world at least, being one of the most impacted countries, having the highest rates, having internal political fight over masks, to being one of the most effective vaccine distributors. And speaking from Washington D.C., where I am, I just saw a post on my phone that on May 21st they're going to do away with all capacity restrictions in this city. I would say the majority of U.S. states are now fully open. And so I think that policy and that vaccination distribution has been a success. And I think that, they will try to build on that. I think it's often attributed to Rahm Emanuel, a saying of "don't ever let a crisis go to waste." And, I think President Biden has taken that view as it relates to the humongous crisis that we have faced, economic, social, with COVID, to try to get through a number of important, what he considers important packages as it relates to infrastructure, as it relates to, stimulus and others. So overall, I think, he's got a 62%, 63% approval rating. And I think he would be very happy with where he was in the first 100 days. I would just say one other thing, which is, I think, important for a lot of people who don't focus too much on US politics, which is that while it has gone well the first 100 days, whatever one thinks of Donald Trump and the election and the job he did as president and his personality and everything else, I think it's very important for everyone to realize that he has not gone anywhere. And while he did lose the election, he didn't lose it by that much. As the professor was saying before, the Democrats lost seats in the House, and they won the Senate by a fluke, I think, of Trump sort of messing up the Georgia Senate seat. And so you look at what's happening to the establishment Republicans. Liz Cheney is about to be removed from her position as the number 3 House Republican. And I think the Republicans are in a very secure position to win the House back in 2022. So Donald Trump hasn't gone anywhere. His ideas haven't gone anywhere. His supporters certainly haven't gone anywhere. And that impacts the foreign policy as well, because people who are sitting in the room with Anthony Blinken and Jake Sullivan and the different counterparts are saying, okay, you're the people we know, you're the United States we've been dealing with for decades, but what happens if Trump comes back in 2 years or 4 years, or his ideas come back? So sorry for the long answer, but I hope
that's okay. It was very interesting information for us here in Greece, all the things you say. Let's come back, because you know the person, you know the president for many years, you know the personalities on the foreign policy team. It seems to me that from the start of the administration, the Biden administration, Secretary Blinken, start pressuring Turkey a lot on many fronts. Of course, the main front is the relationship with Russia. They don't like at all the fact that Erdogan is very close with Putin and Russia. He changed the course of Turkey after many decades and get close to Moscow. But they are pressuring them on the Aegean, on the Eastern Mediterranean, on Libya, on the president recognized the Armenian genocide, something that was unthinkable a few years back. During my years in Washington, many times believed that we were getting close to see that, but never happened. And suddenly, under the Biden administration and President Joe Biden, happened. So how do you think this will progress? You think that, let's say, if Erdogan changed suddenly course and move away from Russia and Putin, things will get back where they were with Turkey before?
You know, the reality is I don't know. I don't know why President Erdogan does what he does and the way he acts. But it certainly is, confounding on in many ways. I think in Joe Biden, you have someone for the first time as president of the United States who has actual knowledge of the situation in the Eastern Mediterranean. I mean, every president is very bright, very smart, and can be informed about something. But Biden has been dealing with this for decades, and he knows the issues. He knows the people involved. He cares about Greece. Really, when you've got so many things to deal with as president, that really matters. And people should not think that that will mean he's going to somehow favor Greece or not, but he knows. And so I think my interpretation of it is that there was this personal affinity between President Trump and Erdogan, which led to many strange encounters. I live very close to a place, Dimitris, I'm sure you know, called Sheridan Circle, which is where the Turkish embassy was, where they had literally Turkish security guards beating up US citizens in 2018 when Erdogan came to visit. I mean, and really nothing happened to them. And so I think that Biden cares. He's obviously got a lot on his list ahead of this to deal with COVID and China and everything else. But having him as someone who actually understands Greece, has visited many times. The last time he was there was in 2017. We hosted him at our Concordia event in Athens. He has
Nicholas, sorry for interrupt, because we have just 1 minute on our time here. A final quick question and quick answer. What do you think Greece has to do in order to take advantage of this positive environment right now with the United States to strengthen the relationship and its position in the Eastern Mediterranean? We have 35 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I think... Sure, I'll be quick. I think that they're doing it already. I mean, everyone from the government of Greece on through the ambassador here in Washington. We have a tremendous US ambassador in Greece, strengthening the military relationship. I think most importantly, the United States needs to see Greece as a solid geopolitical boundary to the West and to the East. And so shifting that from Turkey to Greece, I think will be critical. in the view of U.S. policymakers. They'll do that. They're doing that, and I couldn't sort of give better advice than what they're already doing on both sides
Nicholas,
of the Atlantic.
thank you very much for your time. We hope to see you next year in Greece and sooner. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.